Yeah. Take your trot lodge. Forward. And improve in those areas where it can step back a little bit. So a little bit more consistency and a bit more lift. Right. Yeah. Okay, and from the tractor end across the diagonal in front of me. Eyes across, look in the direction you're going to travel. Pick up your line and ride it nice and straight. Good. Heel down, Cass. You're standing on your toe, but especially your right one. One closest to me. And once more large like that. Then you can drop into a circle, then climb round up at the top there. Keep your trot up there. Don't back it off. Right, ride a circle. Good. All right, and back across your diagonal. And out to the left. Come large and circle once up at sea. Keep it nice and straight. Bit of inside leg, take a bit of inside bend. Takes the twist out of your outside rein. Good. Bit more inside bend and ride that circle once more. And at sea, come back to walk.
I'm twisted and I do that.
back a little bit and you've got to twist off. The twist will happen here. You don't see that because of this.
Yeah.
Or it can do just that. It can do that. It looks twisted, but it's not twisted. It's just holding on the neck like that. And that is that. But it's physically not twisted. But these should be closer to the front.
Okay.
They should be up against
What
it.
the heck are they for?
If you ride with a running martingale and you've got those rings on the rein
Oh,
here,
it stops it.
it stops it getting hooked up on the buckle
Gotcha.
mechanism here, so it can only ever slide on this part
So
of
I
the
don't
rein.
even really need those.
You don't need them because you're not riding with a martingale. I think when we first started, before we put the bungee on it, we had a running martingale.
No, never. Just the bungee, but they probably had it. 'Cause remember, this was their bridle.
I thought when we first tried it here, she had a martingale on.
Nothing.
No, okay.
You put this on her first. I had her in nothing because she was tied down,
Yeah.
and we didn't want to tie her down. And so then I waited for you to kick in and do what you needed to do.
Okay, just give her a little walk break.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be hotter than people think today,
Oh yeah.
especially this afternoon about 4 or 5. You watch. That's when it peaked. It was 35 yesterday where I was.
I got 2 lessons this afternoon, 1 at 3, 1 at 4 outside.
Well, the 4 o'clock.
Unless they
Did
cancel
you
it.
ride today?
I've ridden already. I've done 2 already. I've got 1 more to do after this at Shadow Ridge. Then I go home and I've got 2 lessons this afternoon outside, 1 at 3 and 1 at 4.
What's your place called?
Albury Farms.
Where is that?
It's off Mount Lehman Road in Abbotsford.
Off Mount Lehman Road. Okay. I was looking because we were driving on Saturday, and I was looking at.
If you, from the highway, if you go north on Mount Lehman, turn right into Hawkins, and Hawkins becomes Oland Road.
Oh, so it's not like a 124th and blah blah blah.
No. It's a little. Basically, we sit right on the ridge that looks out over the Matsqui Flats.
Beautiful. Okay, I know where. So when I come over from Mission across to Matsqui, do I get near it?
Yeah,
Over that
you're
bridge?
close by. You're 5 minutes away.
Okay.
We're up on the ridge. If you look out, if you look west, up on the ridge. We're up on the top ridge, looking out
Nice.
over there. So we look straight out to Mount Baker across Abbotsford.
Wow, beautiful.
I wish it was mine.
I know. I wish it was more.
Well, if you wish it was yours, then you wouldn't have plans to go to Armstrong.
In Abbotsford, not Aldergrove. Did you say Abbotsford?
Abbotsford, yeah.
Aldergrove has better priced property.
It does, yeah.
Yeah,
I
no-
have the urge to go look there.
and all the people there,
I know what everybody says, but it's real estate
But-
wise.
but a lot of people-
it will all blend eventually.
a lot of people there don't have dental plan.
It's so mean.
It is.
I know it is.
It is.
Because when I was looking to buy a house there, my real estate agent said to me, location, location, location.
Yeah.
So she brought me back to Langley. And
course.
Abbotsford would have been the best because that one skyrocketed. Well, Langley skyrocketed too, but
Langley went up first.
Abbotsford is like a total city with an international
You know what?
airport.
There's lovely properties out around Yarrow, closer
Oh, I
to
love
Chilliwack.
Yarrow.
Yeah, Yarrow.
Are they good price? No, it's
Yeah.
expensive there, isn't it?
Well, Ashley's dad was there. I mean, he sold there and made a lot of money in selling and buying in Armstrong.
Yeah.
It's like everything in the lower mainland. I mean, the further out you go, the cheaper the land is going to get.
And the
But
more
it's all
land
in
you
the
get for your
premium
money.
right now.
Yeah. Well, that was what it was like when I first moved out, Langley. Holy shit, you moved out to Langley,
Yeah,
right? And there was,
Well, now,
it was
yeah.
very slow, but look, it's,
yeah.
especially in the Willoughby.
You know, now you got to go the other side of Chilliwack to find anything kind of.
Yeah, half
price
decent.
range that's
Yeah,
affordable.
yeah.
Okay, let's pick up your trot again. Anywhere on the circle, and you're straight into your circle. You're going to come to a sitting trot, and let's have a couple of 10-meter circles. I'll just roll this pole more central. Just stay on your 20-meter circle to trot. go. Forward, 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 forward.
He's been growling at me the whole time I've been on here.
Okay, and around over that pole, starting from the side approaching Art. Let's go sitting trot and into your 10-meter circle. There you go, there. Straight in, over that, and out to the right. Better ignore your leg, Dad. Heels down and be positive and firmer with that lower leg. On and off. Yes. Good. Okay, trot larger. Come around and turn in from my side in up and go in the other direction over the pole. Around this way, starting on your 10-meter circle now. Up over the pole and out to the left. Good. Keep that heel down. Down and effective.
Gotcha. Have to remember that.
Good. Once more. Okay. And trot out large to the right. Spinning in a circle. Just trot up there a little bit. Keep a feel and ride into a little bit of a feel. Make it work. Keep feeling lethargic because of the heat. Take the trot large. Trot there at M. And at B. Cool. Straighten out and trot. Closing trot. Come back across the diagonal. Change the rein.
And I don't stop for anybody.
Freight train coming through.
Bossy, don't you think?
Yeah. Okay, at F you want to go sitting trot, and at B haunches in to the left. Sitting trot, slow down. No, not yet. At B you're starting your haunches in. Right, start now. Good. Good. Straighten out, inside bend. And H to E. So from now to E, haunches in. Good. And straighten out, rising trot. A, turn down center line. And leg yield to the left. Good. Okay, M to B, haunches in to the right. Good. A little bit more. Straighten out.
Sorry.
Okay, down center line at A. And leg yield to the left. grain, left leg. Left grain, left leg. Come on, get off that leg a bit. There, that's it. Good. Good at the end there. And circle. 20-meter circle. Good. Center line at the bottom here, come back to walk. And walk into your 20-meter circle to the right. Right now, so your circle's in the center. Take a breather, give her a long range. Right, so with our canter coming up, what are we focusing on? We're going to do exactly the same thing we did the last time. So we're going to start off with a trot circle, come down to a walk. So all you're doing is looking for conformity, correctness through that trot to a walk. Pick up the trot, half a circle later to canter, or half a circle only. But it needs to be a half circle. Transition up, transition down, out of the canter back to trot, and the working trot again. The second time around after the half circle, if it's good, you trot the half circle again, go back to canter and canter the full circle. Exactly what we did last time. Okay, so same thing again, and let's try and get it first time around. Now, do you want to start this way or do you want to start the other way?
I'm gonna go this way.
Okay. So, establish your trot first of all. Going forward, heels down, and be proactive with a lower, firm lower leg. Remember, you're not wanting to poker on the outside, you're pushing off your inside leg and supporting with an outside leg back when we go to the canter. Okay, right, trot a circle. So there's the walk transition. Next time at the bottom, let's pick the canter up. So in half a circle's time.
No caller ID.
And canter. Good. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, and down to trot. Whoa. Good. Trot a full circle. Rebalance, regroup, then you're going to canter and you're going to canter the full circle. Try and get the canter more on the center line rather than running into the turn at the bottom.
Oh, I did that on purpose.
Okay, that's okay.
She started with that stupid trot again.
Okay. Sit up, sit deeper, and there you go. Now you can, no, go, come on. Full circle, keep going. Rider forward, soften your hand. Keep going, 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 and back to trot. Whoa, whoa. Trot a full circle and do that again. So regroup, ask for the canter, and when you're in canter, make sure it stays there. Don't let it fall out. Oh, we got a canter and sit off it. Off you go. Now, all the way. Follow it. Soften with your hand. Keep your leg on. Keep going. Make sure it happens all the way around. Full circle. There you go. And back to run. Keep going. You lean forward. Keep your body up tall and rider forward into that trot. Gonna do it once more. So that's 3 times in a row in one direction is the expansion on last time. Off you go again. And canter. Come on. Full circle. Leg on. Soften with your hand. All the way around. Keep going. Leg, 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 leg. This time back to trot and ride forward. Forward. There. Good. And walk at the top of the circle. Downward transition and walk forward. Don't let it fall apart. Change the rein through the circle and give her a rub. Excellent.
Ooh, I think that fall of me, she was like, all I said verbally was trot, and she did that, and then I did that, and then the canter that you said I started and didn't complete and got a trot.
Yeah.
She cantered without me asking. She listened to you.
Okay.
Cantered. I wasn't ready.
Okay.
So then I asked the second time when you saw it.
And that's when you got to jump. Know that when you get your canter down, if you're late with your canter transition and we still meant to do half a circle, it's not canter here and trot there. You want to do the
I know,
half circle.
yeah, that's why I went past and you said
That's
trot, but I kept going.
You want to do that, yes. So if you get your canter late for whatever reason, it's the half circle in the canter that's important.
Okay.
You can work on getting up into canter and your downward transition you can work on. That's just more a riding technicality. But when you're in canter, you want to hold your canter for a half or a full circle.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, you ready to go on this side?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Pick up your trot first. Trot a full circle, trot again. You can walk at the top of the circle. Okay, full circle and you're going to canter where you just walked. Okay, preparation coming up, a little half halt and squeeze and half a circle. Going and back to trot. Good job, excellent. Back, keep going. Don't lean forward. The moment you lean forward, she gets unbalanced and backs off her trot. You've got to stay upright and sit into it. Back to canter and full circle this time. Guide her, but soften with your hand. Leg on, keep your leg. Keep your leg, keep your leg. Good, 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 good. And trot. Trot a full circle. Excellent. Okay, same thing again. Half halt, prepare yourself, sit up, and canter. Come on. Remember, it's inside leg. You got to get her off that inside leg and up to canter. Outside leg is just a support. Keep going, keep going. You haven't softened enough. And back you come. Go. Balance your trot again. And your third circle coming up. That last time in canter, a little bit too slow here. Okay, so you rode it out, you fixed it, and because of that you went past your take. And canter. Good. Nicely done. Soften with your hand and push her out in front of you. Keep going. That's it. Okay. Regroup. Ask again here. And don't let it fall out up there. Keep going, get going, and canter. Come on. Now, soften with your hand. You shortened your rein instead of softening. Push her out. There. And back to trot. Sit up. Push her on into the trot. Into the bridle. And come back to walk. When you get anxious, the first thing you do is pick up your rein. When you've got to soften your hand at the canter and almost let a bit of rein go that they can get the stretch going, The last thing you want to be doing is shortening your rein.
Got it.
Okay, and that's just an anxious thing that you do.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fallen apart and all you're doing is grabbing rein now. You almost need to do the reverse. Okay? It's like when generally with the jumpers they get anxious and they curl up. The best thing you can do is open up and sit up. Natural instinct tells you to curl up and go to a ball. It's fetal position. It's a natural instinct to go there. So part of that leaning forward, coming out of the canter to the trot and leaning forward, is you just tucking up a bit. Think about opening yourself out. Sit up tall, push your belly button forward and ride into the saddle.
But on the good side, I had full control today.
Absolutely.
She was so good.
You cantered 3 circles each way.
Yeah. And we did the back, her not so favorite side first.
Okay, what I want you to start thinking about is when you canter, put it this way, when you trot, you sit very square in a saddle and you're posting up and down. You're sitting square in a saddle.
Okay.
When a horse canters, because they canter with the inside leg shoulder forward and slightly forward, you've got to sit with your inside hip slightly forward on that.
Does that naturally happen when you're riding?
Well, it does.
the
It's why
canter?
when you ask for the strike off, you drop your outside leg back a bit behind the girth. It drops your outside hip back and puts your inside hip forward. So by doing that, it puts this hip naturally in a forward position. Now, when you're cantering on a circle, you need to do that.
Does
You've
your
got to.
leg, sorry, one question, does your leg stay back throughout the canter?
It should. It should stay slightly back to keep that hip over there.
Okay, that's
Now,
what
what I'm coming to is when you ride up and you ride out of that circle and you pick up a straight line at the canter, you've got to keep that inside hip slightly forward. If you square up in the saddle and sit square coming out of the circle, the horse takes that as a resistance and will come back to trot.
So if you keep your leg back, no matter what, won't that keep you in the right
Yes.
position?
Yes, and that's exactly it. Your outside leg has got to stay slightly behind the girth, a little bit more than your inside leg. So you've got to feel that at the canter, that inside leg is there on the girth and that outside leg. So it's like I'm standing now, but sitting in the saddle. And it puts this hip slightly forward and the outside hip back a bit. Okay? And you've got to have that, and vice versa, going the other way around. It's inside leg on the girth, outside leg slightly back, put this hip forward. But when you ride into a straight line, you've got to maintain that. Or else the squaring up, because that movement is such that a shoulder is slightly forward, and by putting that hip in line with that shoulder, you're following that movement. When you square up, which is kind of a natural thing to think when you ride up in a straight line, you're then riding a resistance against the natural movement of the horse. And she will slow down because of that, unless you can keep that same movement going.
Okay.
So the biggest fault in any riding, you always canter a circle first, but when you start coming out of that circle and riding away in a straight line, which is going to follow on from this in the next couple of rides, we're going to try it. The big thing to think about is keeping that position of your body following the horse's movement, that
So
you don't
stay
square up and
kind of
create
your
resistance. Similarly to that would be at the trot, when you're rising trot and you go to sitting trot, you're creating more resistance sitting. Okay? So that bounce, bounce, bounce. And it's why generally you slow down into the sitting trot to accommodate that. But then look at holding it together there. Go posting, start rising and push the trot out a little bit. Okay? At the canter, you're looking for that uniform canter, and guaranteed if you square up going onto a straight line, the horse will slow the canter and invariably break back to trot because of it.
And so then with your downward transition, would it just be as simple as put your leg
Squaring
down?
up.
Okay.
And then you're creating that resistance. They'll come down on the resistance. And if you can teach the horse to come down on that resistance through your seat and through that leg, it's less that you're having to touch on the hand.
Right.
Okay? But you've got to be aware of where you're at. And it's so delicate. It's like a micro operation, okay?
Yeah.
It's very, very subtle. But the horses will feel it because of the sensitivity and in the nature of the horse.
Yeah.
They feel those things. And that's where you've got to be at.
Okay.
Okay. Right, pick up a trot on the circle.
Sorry, little girl. You must still move, lady.
You're trotting one circle and you're going to canter the second circle. This is your test now. From there, through this quarter circle. Half halt, have her on your leg, and into canter, and canter the circle. Soften with your hand and canter her forward. Inside bend, make sure your outside leg's back so your inside hip is forward a little bit. Square up and trot. Good. Change the rein, go large. Come back across your short diagonal.
Fuck, I'm dizzy.
Look back to me and come through here. And start your circle in the middle on the right hand rein. Trot a full circle first. Think about your position. Heel down, body up tall. You're going to go to canter in a half circle. You want the half halt in this quarter here in separation. You want to make sure you're up. You off your inside leg and canter. And canter soften and canter forward. Good. Keep it going. There we go. Look at that. And back to trot. Awesome. Trot large. And let her stretch long and low.
Well, it gives me dizzy. Just keep going in circles. It's good that we go the other way too.
Yeah, you
That
wind up
counters
one
it.
way, you unwind the other way.
Yeah.
The story of my life. Good, let it stretch longer and lower. That's really nice, Dad. Okay, and coming up on the long side, come back to walk. Oh, and walk her up. Excellent.
So hot.
No, she did well. You guys both did well.
It's getting better and better and better.
And I think on that same note, I'm getting better and better too. The only thing is, I'm getting dizzy. Right?
It's an age thing, Art.
I know it is. Well, sometimes I do wake up in the morning. I get extreme vertigo, eh? My brother gets
fall-
it.
you fall
My
out of
mother
bed?
used to get it.
Stand up out of bed and fall over.
Well, don't quite. You got things to hang on to, right? Jesus.
Good job.
Awesome, thanks. That was so good. I hope her canter. Okay,
It's gonna come.
stop that naked. No, I'm very happy with it, period. Just the fact that she
Well,
goes and carries it.
Well, it's not. It's because you're riding better again. Like I said, you know, if there's any time that I feel I'm going to do a better job on there, I'll sit on her and give her the mileage. But I'm not having to because you're doing the job.
That's right. So I was gonna say, see when I go back to trot, how good she just keeps the trot after that? No anticipating or anything.
It's all good. Downward transitions at the moment are ahead of the upward transition.
Of course.
The
Oh,
upward
down on.
transition needs to be a little bit more accurate when you want it. And it's not that you're going to be more forceful with it. It's just nailing down on those little, on the accuracy, that's all.
Yeah.
And it follows through from the other work. It follows through from the accuracy that you do at the walk to the trot back to the walk, your whole transitions, all of that accuracy that you start instilling there.
If I always set a mark to start a transition,
Yes.
I should adjust them after a while.
Yes, always set yourself a marker.
Yeah.
Hi, Rebecca. It's me again.
Concord, is Mom riding?
Yeah, she's finished. And by the way, I'll give her the phone in 1 second. But I'll tell you, it must have been horrifically hot upstairs in your house,
One
eh?
time I had to
Yeah, it
transfer
is.
to
Because I remember
Going
your
this
house
way.
being so hot, especially upstairs.
and
My
trot
God.
started to,
I know. Bad.
Yeah. So how's work back?
Not the end of the world.
Good.
Yeah. You happy with your job?
Yeah.
Are you going back to school or is this online?
Online.
Are you? Are you okay with that? Are you okay with
I
that?
would rather do it online right now, yeah.
Oh, well, good for you. I know you be careful on buses, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the phone. Okay, hold on. I'm walking towards your mother.
They'll figure out not to call me when they have to go.
Oh, you called when your lesson was over, so relax, Tash.
Stop talking to him.
That's okay. Becky, when Becky phones, everybody has to stop and listen. There you go. Okay, bye, Beck.
Bye.
What up?